If you have fibromyalgia, you may have wondered why. Why now? Why me? Why not in the future or in the past? Why at this moment? Why did this have to happen? Well, watch this video to find out the missing link between your fibromyalgia symptoms and what you can actually do about it to potentially get rid of them for good. Hey, I'm Dr. Sam McDonald. I'm a brain health expert, and this channel is dedicated to helping you rewire your brain so that you can live a better life. If you love this content, make sure to like and subscribe so you get the notifications for each week's new video. You probably have never thought about fibromyalgia in this way, but fibromyalgia is a neurological condition. So let me explain further. Let me ask you a question. What controls and coordinates every single function in your entire body? Hopefully you said your brain. So what does the brain do and how does the brain work? So really simply, the brain is responsible for perceiving your external and your internal environment and responding appropriately. Meaning your brain is always looking at what's going on and then it's sending and receiving messages to tell your body how to respond in an appropriate way. So let me use an analogy to explain this further. Let's say as you're watching this video, the fire alarm goes off in your home. So what should happen to your heart rate? It should go up, right? What should happen to your breathing? It should also go up. And what about your blood pressure? It should also increase. And then your muscular tension? It's also going to go up as well, right? The question is why? Well, because your brain has now perceived that there is a danger in your environment and you now need to fight or flight, aka you need to deal with the fire or you need to leave the burning building in order to be safe and not perish, right? This is called survival mode, or this is called the sympathetic nervous system. We call this fight or flight, or we also call it the survival mode part of your brain. So now let's say that the fire alarm was a false alarm, you come back inside. Now what should happen to all those different functions? What should happen to your heart rate? It should go down. What about your breathing? It should go down. Your blood pressure should go down. And then your muscular tension, it should also decrease. Again, the question is why? Well, because now your brain has perceived that that threat is no longer there and you can go back into a resting, relaxation, and a healing mode. Okay, we call this is the parasympathetic part of your nervous system. So this is resting, relaxation, and most importantly, healing. So you have these two different functions of how your whole system works. You have survival mode and you have healing mode. These are very important. So that whole process is called adaptation. And so here's the major problem, is that we only have a certain amount of stress that we can adapt to on a daily basis before our brain and body starts to break down. And here's the other major issue, is that our brain cannot tell the difference between things like work, traffic, finances, relationships, all those different stressors that we encounter. Your brain can't tell the difference between those and the fire alarm stress that you experience, or the being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. Your brain can't tell the difference between those. So if you only have this certain amount that you can adapt to on a daily basis, and you experience things like work, traffic, finances, relationship problems, all those different things that add up, over time, what's going to happen is your stress levels are going to be higher than your ability to adapt. And when that happens, your brain and body is going to be stuck in that survival mode, and it's no longer able to access that healing mode. And now your body starts to break down. Now you start to experience all the different symptoms that you're experiencing, the chronic pain issues, the digestive problems, the sleep issues, inability to respond to stress appropriately, cold hands, cold feet, sensitivity to light, headaches, migraines, you name it. All these different things come from your brain's inability to get back into that healing mode. So what you need to do is not decrease your stress levels, so to speak. That is a strategy, but obviously a very poor one, because who here has the ability to quit their job, leave their family, and go live on a beach for the rest of their life? It's not a realistic strategy. So what you need to do is increase your ability to adapt to that stress so that your brain can get back into a healing mode. Because once it can, given enough time in that healing mode, you can start to reverse all these different symptoms. So on that note, you should be healthy by choice, not by chance. And for that reason, I will see you on the next video.